What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Call of Duty Zombies Revisited, where we got Shi No Numa this time. So Shi No Numa, for me, was always my favorite World at War Zombies map. I know that Riese has more to it and introduced Pack Punch and stuff like that, but just with the catwalk and camping, the map was always just kind of boring to me. And so Shi No Numa was always the one that stuck out to me and was the one I always had most fun on when I played it in Black Ops 3, since that was the only time I've played it. When I first played this map, I didn't record it, but my first hit at the box was the PPSH, and then the second hit was the Wunderwaffe. So the map is glazing me. I'm glazing it, and it's glazing me. So, you know, it wants me to like it, which I do. So far, it's my favorite map, but I do think that the map took a step forward in the right direction, but it also took a step back where the early rounds take kind of long because the spawns are like Nocturne Toten, where the zombies spawn really far away. Not really far away, but they're kind of far away in these weird off angles. Or if you're just looking straight at the window, you won't exactly know that the zombies are already headed towards you. You'll see in the gameplay, a lot of the windows, either they're coming up from the steps or they're coming off from the side. And if they are coming straight, there's like tree branches and leaves that are blocking. So it just makes it really hard to know when the zombies are coming until they're already kind of close to you. And then went back to only having 4 zombies on round 1. I thought that was a little weird. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I assume from Black Ops 1 and on, all the rounds have the similar number of zombies. I'm not entirely sure, but that's just something that stuck out to me, where you only have 4 zombies on round 1. We also get introduced to the Ultimus crew, where we got Dempsey, Richtofen, Nikolai, and Takeo. But the thing is, I think in solo, you only get Dempsey. At least all the times I've played the map, I've only been able to get Dempsey. So I'm pretty sure if you're playing solo, you only get Dempsey, which is fine. He has good quotes, but I would have liked to hear what the other people had, but it's all good. Then the other thing I noticed is that the first door to get out is 1,000 points if you want to get downstairs to the mystery box. And then after that, the next door you have to buy to get out of the hut is also 1,000. And then to get to the perks, it's only, I believe, 750. I just thought that was really strange where you go from more points to less, but it's really not that big of a deal. And in fact, it kind of changes up the map. And speaking of changing up the map, the starting wall weapons, they're actually different. I forget the name of it. There's one similar to the Car 98K, and then you also get the Gewehr. And I want to take back what I said about the Gewehr. I might like it better than the M14. It might be weaker, but it has a higher rate of fire, so I might prefer it. I'm not entirely sure. Also, I like that they changed it up. I know in Varuk they had to do that just because of the split spawns and you needed to make it symmetrical, so it didn't favor one spawn over the other. But I wish more maps did that. Like in Black Ops 3, you'll always have the RK5 and you'll always have the Shiva as your starting wall weapons. I think they should do this more often where you kind of have weaker weapons and you just kind of change up their points and you can put them in the starting room. I think it gives some kind of more variety to the map as well. I believe this is also the first map to have different box spawns. So when you're spinning the box, you might get the teddy bear and then the box moves, which I think is something that is good. I mean, it's the first map to introduce it, I'm pretty sure. I don't think Varrock had different box spawns. And then the map after the hut, it splits off into 4 different sections. You have the storage hut, the comm room, the fishing hut, and the doctor's quarters. And the one thing I really did like about the map is that once you open the door, it's a random perk spawn. I believe this is the start of when RNG and like testing your luck became a big part of zombies. Because you always had the mystery box, but the mystery box wouldn't move. So you have the RNG of not just getting the good gun, but whether you'll get the teddy bear and the box moves. And then when you're trying to buy perks, you never know what perk you're going to get first, especially depending on where you go. So I actually really like that idea. I like that they were putting a spin on it. My favorite place to train on this map for higher rounds is either the fishing hut or the comm room locations. The one place I hate going is the storage hut. I feel like storage hut is just straight up a bad idea to go mid-round. If you want to go there, I would only go there at the end or starting of a round. Not even at the starting of a round, because in the later rounds, the zombies just horde up and it's so hard to train in there with the swamp that slows you down, which is like really annoying. So I prefer the fishing hut mainly just because it has the most land to kind of train on. So that's where I like going. You also have the flogger trap, which is pretty cool in that area. Just 2 big spike logs just spinning around and it like sends the zombies flying. It's pretty cool. I believe you can prone to crawl under it, but I was always too scared of that, of going down. So I never did it when I was playing it. And then each secondary room, meaning like storage hut, comm room, and all that, I like that they all have an electric trap on them. It makes it so that they're kind of not symmetrical, but you know, if you're playing with 3 other friends, you can do like different challenges, like, oh, each person in one corner of the map, and you have to stay in like that area. Nobody can come into the hut room. So I thought that, you know, I thought that was cool. And then, oh, forgetting about the dog rounds. I believe it's like every 5 to 6 rounds dogs spawn. And initially the dogs aren't that bad, but they juke you out. When they like dashing towards you, it's kind of hard to hit them. I don't know if my aim's just bad, but like you'll see where I'll be shooting at them and they'll be dodging the bullets. And then I believe it was on like round 15, I died to them. I believe they get more health, and it was just hard to kill them. I don't know why. They were taking so many hits and then they explode on hit. I actually ended up dying to them, which was crazy. This is also the first setting change for the maps, I want to say. I mean, you had Nocturne Toten, which is just, I don't even know what it is. Is it a storage place? But, you know, you have this raggedy old building for Noct. And then Verrucht is also a raggedy old building, but it's an asylum. And it was cool, you know, you can hear all the screams and all that, like the torture that people went through or whatever on Verrucht. But Shi No Numa is just different. You're in a swamp, you know, you're in this like, I don't know if you consider like tropical, but you know, you have these shacks and the swamp and the huts and all that. I thought it was cool. And so as of right now, it's still my favorite map out of all of them, out of the 3. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about the map. It's still, I think it still lives up to what I knew it as back in Black Ops 3. And you have a lot more room to run around. So I would say this is probably the best map so far. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of the map. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one where I play Riese. See ya.